Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to show you how to fly and unlock the restricted airspace. This is part 2. You were flying and all of a sudden your restricted airspace was released. It said you're good to go. And then all of a sudden it said you better get out of there. You're not supposed to be there. Well, in this video we're going to provide for you the solution on that, because sometimes you just want to fly like this guy in the alternate universe, right? But at other times, it just doesn't work out that way. Other times you're like, what's going on? Basically, you get that, right? And you want to figure out how to fix that. Well, without any further ado, we're going to show you how, okay? And hopefully this works. This works for some and not for everyone, but most likely it should work because it's the original DJI fix, okay? So without any further ado, come, let's get started. Let's get you back up in the air so you can fly like that guy over there.
But unfortunately, not every flight that you get authorized to fly in, as you can see, it says unable to take off, which is fine. And I already have the LANC approval from the FAA. But in this particular flight, I'm going to push everything. I'm going to go down, scroll down to the unlock the geozones, right? Just making sure my flight is okay, altitude, etc. But I'm going to scroll down. See, it's unlock geozone, okay? And I'm going to choose my flight. And then I'm going to scroll a little bit because I'm in Sag Harbor, okay? And so I'm going to go to Sag Harbor, select there, and just make sure everything's okay. And go back a little bit. See the aircraft unlocking license? You have to be on that. So now I'm going to turn off Bridgehampton. And then, of course, I'm qualified to fly. But as for my flying skills, that's another story. So I click on Sag Harbor, and I'm going to see it's on. You get a blue, and I can fly within that circle, which is great because I have approval to fly within that vicinity. So I just extended it in the DJI Fly unlock experience. So you see now it says takeoff permitted. You saw that on the top left-hand corner. So check complete. I'm going to select check complete. See, top left corner, takeoff permitted, altitude zone, but it's not red anymore, and it doesn't say I don't have permission to take off. So now I can simply take off. Of course, I'm on a dock. Just got to be careful. Make sure the drone doesn't go bonkers because sometimes, the drone tends to drift on its own before it locks in to the remote. So you want to make sure it does that before actually going over the water. I don't know if any of you guys ever had that experience with the DJI Mavic drones or any of the drones, whether it's the Mini, Max, or whatever it is that you have. It seems to be a glitch. Even with the AVATA, I noticed that too. Beautiful sunset, though, coming across there. I kind of just love those images. I want to take some pictures of that. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So then I figured, hey, why not go a little bit further up and test the height? Right, so I'm at 45 feet. Looks like I'm high, but I'm not. 45 feet. Distance is 62 feet, right? So now I'm just, doing my thing, enjoying the sunsets, taking the pictures. A little bit nervous to go out, though, because I'm like, should I go out? Should I not go out? Because, I hear these stories of the drones locking out and getting stuck in the Geozone. But luckily, hopefully, that doesn't happen to me, right? So here we are. I figured, let me fly backwards. See the home point back there? That's where I am. I figure if I fly backwards, it's much easier to fly go back to leave the geozone if I get locked in because the drone will reach its maximum speed. So here I am. I got permission to fly. I'm just, and 700 feet distance. Height is about 148 feet high. So remember, see, aircraft entered restricted zone, exit zone promptly, which is a bummer. This is where I get nervous. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? So I fly back forward about 30 miles an hour, as you can see, because I figured I knew this would happen. So I have the okay to go, but I'm not good to go because the drone, basically the unlock, pushed it, but then somehow it locked it again. And I don't want to get stuck hovering in the restricted airspace zone. So I'm like having an oh shit moment here. I'm like, what do I do?
All right, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to write an email. This is the email address, flysafe@dji.com. They're really responsive, apparently, because they know what it's like to get your approval and have it not work, okay? But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to include your email and include the serial number to the RC, the aircraft model number, which in this case is the DJI Mavic 3, and then the aircraft serial number. That'll save you time, because if you just write to them saying, oh, hey, like my first email, hey, it's not working, Oh, and you also have to provide the longitude and latitude. So you give them a snippet of whatever research you did. I have a video that'll show you how to get your longitude and latitude for your map. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. I'll also leave a link to the application that'll help you get that. But you could also get that inside of the DJI Flysafe web experience. Okay, so knowing that and moving forward, so just provide those details. Okay, your longitude and latitude and all the information about your device, so that basically it's a one-shot email. As you can see, for me, it was a little bit of a duplicate because first I said, hey, it's not working. And then they said, okay, send me your stuff. And then they'll somehow miraculously get your push to work. And the guy's name is Jeff Liu. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Lou, hey, I never thought I'd see myself from the other side. So, knowing that and moving forward, this is the fix, but there might be another solution where you could keep the phone connected, right? Use your phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot, so this way it's constantly connected to the drone RC experience, and that might work. That actually worked in one of the videos where we just stay connected to the device. Okay, so knowing that and moving forward, let's go back to see what this guy's doing. Kind of neat, huh? I mean, it's a really simple fix. You just have to wait and be patient, and hopefully it doesn't happen the day of your flight. And unfortunately, it's a glitch in the system. It could be DJI's way of cracking down on the automated process, because anyone can get approved. Like, you don't have to go through the FAA and upload your documents. You could just be like, I want to fly there. Very interesting. All I got to do is put in a request, right? And then it'll automate it to come back, but maybe now they're giving you the unlock with the temporary lock. And then you really have to check in with them to have the unlock unlocked, right? Because they're like, someone's trying to pull a fast one, because people do that. So that's the only thing I'm thinking, because as you saw in the email, they're like, we got you covered, we just fixed it. I don't know. Hopefully, but it works now, and that's the way to do it. Why they're doing it that way, I don't know, but knowing that and moving forward, if you're going to do the restricted airspace unlock with this drone, do be careful, because I would recommend having a spotter, because if you lose your signal and the drone gets stuck and starts coming down, whether it be a roof, traffic, or whatever, you want your spotter to be there in that moment, because if you're not, you're pretty much shit out of luck, and good luck answering those questions. But if you're with your Mavic 3 or whatever drone, it could be Mini 3 Pro, as long as you could always maneuver it really quickly. And I would test it out first, and doing like I did in the video, where I flew into the restricted zone, forbidden zone, restricted airspace backwards, because the drone, the drone will always fly slower backwards, but when you go forward full throttle, you'll be able to do the 30-40 miles an hour and bail out. But just go in slowly and then hover, or just go in the zone, right? Like what I did in Sag Harbor, and stand, let's say, in one particular area, stand in front of the movie theater, right? And the movie theater is totally restricted airspace. And if everything goes okay, you're good to go. But knowing that moving forward, it's nerve-wracking knowing that you have permission to take off and you're good to go, but then all of a sudden you could lose your drone, right? Like, what do you do? And that's why, and I would recommend in this particular instance, because it's not guaranteed, and it's a real glitch that can cause you a nightmare, or actually even hurt someone, that you might be ideal to have a spotter. But if you're in your home, in your garage or in your yard, stay in your yard and experiment with it that way. And then when you're comfortable enough, just maybe fly out. It's hard to say, because I rarely fly in restricted airspace, and when I did and when I do, it's glitchy, and I just try to have someone there as a spotter because of that. The nightmares that can come when drones just start falling out of the sky, right? They're like, it just came out of nowhere. Really did. Anyway, I hope this video helped you in better understanding the possible solution that will work for you, provided that DJI runs in behind the scenes and fixes it. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave it down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.